Okay, so welcome to this standing balance practice. We're going to come down towards the mat to begin with, so you can either come into a seated position or you can come into Shavasana where you're lying down on your back. So you can kind of decide what works for you. Just get yourself comfortable, and we're just going to get grounded and just bring ourselves into class. So if you're in an upright position, just relax the arms, and if you're lying down on your mat, let the arms just rest by your side. Wherever you are, just begin by letting the eyes float shut for me. And we're just going to bring our focus to our breath. Breathing in through the nose, let the breath find its place in your belly, and let that breath just go. So feeling the shoulder blades dissolve into your back, just letting everything release, just making sure you're really comfortable in your position. Breathing in and softly out. Let that breath rise a little bit higher now as you inhale, so it comes into your ribs. So as you inhale, it's going to begin in your belly. It's going to rise up to your ribs before you let the breath go through the mouth. Just softly, in nice even patterns, breathing in and out. Take a couple more breaths here. And then bring that breath even higher. So it's going to go from belly to ribs all the way up to your collarbones before you let the breath release. So as I mentioned, our practice today is standing balance. So I want you just to bring your focus during our practice today into accepting where you are. Use the props if you need to. And just be really present with our movement pattern. Okay, just let the eyes float back open, relax your shoulders. Bring the right hand down to the mat, lift the left arm and just take a soft side bend. We're reaching across, releasing through the side of the body and then release. Come all the way through. We're going to lift up and just softly press to the other side, keeping those hips down. Nice, well done. And then take a little twist. So bring that left hand over the thigh, pushing up and looking over your shoulder. So just twisting here. Feel that nice release. Also feel the side of your neck release as well. Come all the way through center and let's reverse that. Come the other way. So again, push off the floor and just release. Good, let's put those together. Bring the right hand down, lift up and take a little twist. Then lift, bring the hand over, lengthen and look over your shoulder. Coming through center, let's go the other way. So we slide the left hand out, reach across. Good. Come up and take a little twist. Good job, well done. Release. Come on through, just shrug your shoulders and come through onto all fours. Coming into just a nice stable base here. So shoulders are over your wrists, coming into a cat pose. So chin draws up towards the chest. You're looking back and down. Hinging through your hips, and then we're going to press strongly in through dog. Lift the head and press forwards. Inhale and roll again, so we're rising. Taking a really nice big curve through the spine. Exhale, press through, hips drop towards the mat. Let's do one more. Roll up. Good. And then just press away. Bring your big toes together, let the knees press back and reach the arms overhead. Balasana, extended child here, so reach the fingers away from you and just press strongly. Nice work, just letting those hips open as well. And from here, you're going to press the hands into the mat, roll yourself forwards onto all fours and come into a cat pose. So roll up for me before we push back into child. So big toes together again, arms lengthen, and we reach overhead. Then inhale, rolling up, driving chin to chest, and then pressing back strongly. Just lengthening right the way through your fingers. Good, well done. Let's do one more here, roll up. Push hands into the floor. And then release, press yourself back. Good. Lengthening here and just holding super strong. Okay, well done, release, press yourself up. coming up into mountain pose. So tuck under your toes, roll yourself up, and let's go ahead and stand at the end of our mats. We're going to get our pulse a little bit higher now, coming into sun salutations. So feet are beginning underneath your hips. Shoulders down away from your ears. You're standing tall and your eye gaze is forwards. Inhale and lift the arms overhead for me. Lift the eye gaze up towards the fingers. And then as you exhale, soften the knees. Bring the hands to the floor. Uttanasana, forward fold. Crown of the head tucking into the floor, and you're looking back and down. Bringing the hands onto the shins, you're going to lengthen the legs. Take the shoulders away from the ears. Softly let go again, back into a forward fold. And then step back to a nice strong plank. So shoulders are over your wrists. Knees are down if you need to. So if you want to, just pop those knees down. Just making sure you've got that nice alignment with the shoulders over the wrists there. Belly is braced. Exhale, soften and hover just off the floor before you come all the way down. Toenails to the floor and you're pressing up, lifting into up dog. Push back to down dog, lengthening right the way through the legs. And then bend the knees and step that right leg through. Eye gaze lifts forwards. Now can you stay there for me? Inhale and lift up into a nice high lunge. Good, that's it. Relax the shoulders. Exhale, release, bring the hands down and step that foot back in. Inhale again, let's rise, lifting all the way overhead. Eye gaze up to fingers. Exhale and fold. Inhale, hands onto shins, lengthen. Exhale, just softly release. Inhale, step back into a plank. Belly is braced. Exhale, chaturanga. Inhale, up dog, pressing into the floor. And then exhale to down dog. Let's inhale, spring that left leg through. Give it a helping hand if it needs it. Make sure the knee's over the ankle. Arms rise. Good, lift the eye gaze up. That's it, bring the hands down. Stepping in. And rise again. Gathering that breath in. Then releasing as you forward fold. Lengthening right the way through the legs. Pushing forwards. Softly fold again. Stepping back into that plank. Brace the belly here. Chaturanga Dandasana, come on down. And then pull straight through into up dog. Back to downward dog. Lengthening through your legs. Let's spring that right leg through. Bend the knees. And hold. Then we rise. Lift up for me. Perfect, well done. Hands to floor, you're looking good. Step in, land lightly. And softly rise again, breathing in. Nice work, let's go again. Let go of the breath. Head hangs low. Lengthening and softly releasing shoulders. Let go. Fold again. Step back into that lovely long plank for me. Belly is braced. Shoulders over wrist. Remember, you can pop the knees down if you want to. Coming down for me into Chaturanga Dandasana. The chest leads before you scoop up into up dog. Lovely. Feel that lovely extension. Well done. Nice job. Push yourself all the way back. Lifting to downward dog. Bend the knees and spring that left leg through into a lunge before we rise and lift all the way up. Good. Release. Okay, relax your shoulders down away from your ears. How are we doing? Good? Cool. Let's begin with just a little bit of balance practice. So we're going to be facing front to start with. Press your feet down into the floor. Good. Now bring your right foot either low, a little bit higher, or up higher still into tree pose. Hands are just going to find their place at your heart center. So we're driving here. Press strongly. Push that heel into the inside of the leg. If you're feeling a little bit wobbly today, you've got a couple of options. You can put one hand on the wall. Obviously, you can bring your foot down, or you can stand with your back against a wall if you've got that handy as well. but let your eye gaze just drift forward for me, bracing the belly strongly. Good. Well done. Stay there. And we just breathe. Awesome. Hold. Good. Inhale, lift the arms up. Pressing strongly, reaching the arms overhead. Nice job. Stay right there. Release and hold underneath that right thigh so you can lift and lengthen. Good. So I want you here to think about lifting up through the chest, letting your shoulders just release down. Perfect. Stay there. If you'd like some more, 2 fingers on your big toe, lengthen the leg and press away. But if that doesn't feel good, you can stay here. Remember, you can also tap that toe down, and do feel free to use a wall if you want to. A couple more breaths here, and you're just going to release. Nice job. Relax the shoulders. Let's try the other side. Same thing. Tree pose. So is this going to be your wobbly side, or is this going to be your stable side? Always have one side that's a little bit better than the other, don't you find? So decide where you're having that foot. Low, medium, or a little bit higher. And then when you're ready, you should feel really grounded here. So press the hands strongly to your heart. Awesome. Hold there. Tummy is in. And we just breathe. Good. Fix your focus somewhere. Looking forwards. And then in your next inward breath, lift the arms up. And see if you can let the eye gaze follow. Whoops-a-daisy. See if you can let the eye gaze follow so that you're looking up towards the hands. Notice how that challenges your balance. Good. If you need to, remember you can bring that foot down and still stay with the arms overhead, or you can hold on to something. Perfect. Release and come on down. Come back into that side leg. So we're going to hold underneath the thigh. Open the arm. Good. And then lift. So I want you to peel your ribs up and back. Chest is high. You can stay here, but if you'd like some more, 2 fingers hold on to that big toe, and you can lengthen that leg away. Now maybe on one side that feels better than the other. Perhaps you want to stay here, or of course you can bring the toe down to the floor. Perfect work, well done. Release. Just relax your shoulders. Okay, we're going to turn to the end of our mats here. So just relax your shoulders down away from your ears and stand nice and tall. Perfect. Okay, so the leg that's nearest me is going to step back, and we're coming into a lunge. So just as we did in those sun salutations. So we're going to inhale and lift. Lifting nice and high. So your back heel is off the mat. Good. Chest is lifted. Now lift your eye gaze up towards your fingers. Good. And then let your shoulders release down away from your ears. Hold it here for me, just for a few more breaths. And then on your next inward breath, you're going to release and take a little hop for balance. Lifting that front leg off, we reach the arms. This is warrior 3. So you're looking for one long line from your fingertips all the way down to that big toe. Your hips are squared towards the mat, and we're reaching long. We're going to hold it here for 10 breaths. Whoops-a-daisy. So make sure, it's very windy in my house today. Make sure that you're fixing your eye gaze, and you're working on lengthening and straightening that standing leg for me. If you need to, just tap that toe down. That's absolutely fine. Good, well done. Stay there. In through the nose, out through the mouth. Now step nice and wide. Lengthen your legs. Turn that foot out. And we're going to come into triangle. So both legs are straight. Right foot turns out, arms are long. Slide out to that side. And then tip, coming into triangle. So you're going to rotate and open here. Think about opening through your chest. And then lift your eye gaze up. So you're looking up towards the fingers. Good. If that feels a bit too intense for you, feel free to use one of your yoga bricks. You can use that as a base to open and hold here. So we're looking to rotate through the ribs. Yes, perfect, stay there. Good. Nice job. Now soften that front leg for me, and we're going to come into half moon. Again, I'm going to show you the option with a brick. So we're going to lift that back leg again, just as we did in Warrior 3, but this time you're going to open your arms. So you're lifting and lengthening. Now, if that feels too much, use your brick, either long ways or you can use it horizontally to press down onto before you open and stack. So your eye gaze here, looking down towards the fingers. You're going to hold it here for 10 breaths for me. Good, so it's a really challenging one, this one. So if you need to use the props, do so. I want you to think about stacking your shoulders. So we're really solid in our base. Hold and just breathe. Tap down when you need to. And then come on down for me. Let's bend that front leg. Come into Warrior 2. So softening that knee, eye gaze looks right the way down that arm. Perfect, stay there. So relax your shoulders. Good. Hold and just breathe. Good work. Whew. Nice. Now release. Come on in for me and have your feet both facing the same direction. Let's lift as we come into pyramid. So feet are facing in one line. Hands are on your hips, your thighs, or you can use your brick. And you're just lengthening. So you should feel a really nice release right the way down the back of your legs. Relax your shoulders. Use those props if you feel you want to and if they're nearby for you. Feel free just to pick and choose when you use them. Good, now roll and rise again. Whew. Stay there for me. I told you it was standing balance today. That same leg, we're going to take a little hop. 2 fingers hold onto your big toe on that back foot. You're going to bring knees together and then we'll tip. Push foot to hand and hand to foot. And this is called half Lord of the Dance. So you're looking to lengthen and lift. Now, as you exhale, square your hips. Good, well done. Stay there for me. Just breathe. And we reach strongly. Good. Hold. And then come back into that pyramid to release. Feet face forwards, lift up. Slide down for me. Relax the shoulders away from the ears. Maybe you can aim to bring the fingertips down, but you're relaxing the shoulders. Good. How are we doing? All okay? Perfect. Softly roll and rise. Whew. That was big, wasn't it? Just release for me. Coming into chair. So bend your knees. Arms reach. Let's just press in the legs. Good. Feel really grounded here. Let the shoulders release away from the ears. Hold it here for 5 breaths. Eye gaze looks up. Nice work. Softly unravel. Okay, everything we've just done, we're going to do on the other side. So I'm going to turn around, but you can stay facing that same direction if you want to. So if you turned and changed position, again, it's still the front leg that's on the move. So we're going to step back in that nice lunge. So your knee is over your ankle. Inhale, lift up, and then drive through your legs. So I want you to think here about lifting your heart, opening and expanding, and then we reach up and we pull back. Good. So lift your eye gaze up towards your fingers. That's it, well done. And can you squeeze just a little more for me? Good, hold right there. And we're going to step on, coming into warrior 3. So take a little hop for balance. Oh good, back's disappeared. Let's reach the arms. So your aim here is one lovely long line, and you're lengthening that standing leg. So you're lengthening from the crown of your head all the way down to that big toe. Remember, if you want to, you can pop that foot down towards the mat. You can use something to hold on to, but you're going to hold it here for me for a total of 10 breaths. So it is going to feel super challenging. So take a moment if you need to. And if you feel as if you've had enough, just step down. Eye gaze looks forwards and down. And as you exhale, try and square those hips off towards the mat. Good, really reach long for me. Perfect. Exhale and come down for me. Taking the feet nice and wide. Let's find that solid base again. Left foot turns out to the side. Heel lines up with the other heel. Arms are long. Sliding ribs out to the side. We tip. Opening into triangle. Nice triangle. Now lift your eye gaze up. I want you to feel here that the power is pushing through your legs and your feet are gluing into your mat. That's it, well done, stay there and really expand with the arms. Good job. Hold. Nice work. Stay there for me. And then when you're ready, let's take a little hop for balance, coming into half moon. So leaving that front leg where it is, you're going to lengthen. So just take a moment to get your balance. And then softly, we open our wings again. A really good time here to use your prop, if you want to press down into the floor. And use that as a nice solid base to open and expand. And hold it there for me for 10 breaths in total. So I want you to think about opening your wings. Good, well done. Stay right where you are. Good. Hold there. Nice work. These are challenging poses today. So good job. Hold with it for me. And then when you're ready, step down. Bend that leg. Warrior 2. Looking down those fingertips. Let that knee press out in line with your second and third toes, and the heel lines up with the back heel. So we're really strong here. Good. Well done. Softly rise and step that back foot in, coming into that lovely pyramid pose. So lift up through the spine first, and then you're going to hinge from your hips. So reaching forwards, hands on the thigh, bringing the hands down to the shin, or you can bring the hands to the floor. Of course, feel free to use your blocks here. Totally up to you. Nice. Now step in for me, take a moment. 2 fingers, big toe, Lord of the dance. So you're going to draw your knees towards each other and then push foot to hand and hand to foot. Reaching and lengthening. Pull up and back. Good, that's it. So you're scratching the back of your head with your big toe, right? Of course you are. Stay right there, just breathe. Good. Make sure those hips are squaring. And we hold. Good. Now we're holding for another 10 breaths here, or 10 breaths in total. So let go whenever you need to. And when you've had enough, we're going to come back into that pyramid pose. So you're going to lengthen. So just take your time. Holding and breathing. Good. Let your eye gaze just drift forwards. Perfect. Stay there. Good. Release and come back into that pyramid. So lift up for me. Feet both facing in that same direction. And we slide down. Just relax your shoulders. Perfect work. Release and softly rise. Good. Coming into center for me. Bending the knees, finding chair. Lift up and just drive down. Good. Well done, release and rise. Okay, we're going to turn to the side again. Leg that's nearest me is going to lift. Opposite hand holds underneath your thigh. Now lift up from your ribs. Same arm as leg opens. And we're going to turn our head to look down that extended arm. Yes, so these balances are really good for building strength from your feet, your ankles, which in turn is going to help to protect your knees, also building strength in your quads, in your glutes. So we're really standing nice and tall here. Good, pull that tummy in and just look away. Good, stay there. Perfect, hold. Nice. Now, you stay facing that same direction. From here, we're going to unravel and bring that leg across. So a standing half lotus. Hands to your heart. Good. So that standing leg is soft. Perfect. Hold there. Just breathe. Nice. Release. Let's come to the other side. So you can stay facing that same direction. I'm going to switch sides just so I can see you. So we're standing tall. Leg nearest me lifts up. Or you've just changed legs. Hold underneath the thigh. And then same arm as lifted leg opens. And that's your challenge, to look down that back arm. So again, there's quite a lot happening here. Shoulders are down. Shoulder blades snuggling into your back. Chest is lifted, tummy is in. You can tap that foot down at any time at all if you want to. Good. Stay there for me. Really hard, this one. And we're going to progress this over the next few weeks. This leg stands and crosses again, coming into that lovely standing half lotus. So you can stay facing that same direction and just cross that leg over. Good. Relax the shoulders away from the ears and just breathe. Perfect. Couple more breaths here. Lovely. Then release. We're going to come down to the mat. Well done. So just have a seat. Make sure you can see what's going on and push your legs strongly away from you. Go and lie down, Broxy. Oh, amazing. Hands underneath your shoulders. I'm going to scoot back so you can see me, and your feet are flexed here. So if you wanted to sit on a yoga block, feel free to do so. Push the hands into the floor. We're going to lift up, breathe in, lifting the arms up. Then hinging from your hips, you're going to reach forwards. So relax your shoulders down away from your ears. If you feel you need to, just soften your knees a little bit here. Bib bib, Brox. Broxy, move. Move. Bib bib. Good boy. Nice, stay there. Relax your shoulders and just breathe. Now unravel, bring hands underneath your shoulders, fingers pointing out. Bend your right leg, press off and lift. So we're rolling the shoulders back, lifting chest towards the ceiling. And then softly find the floor again. Legs lengthen, push sit bones away, inhaling to rise with the arms. And then we reach all the way forwards. Again, pull the shoulders back. Legs are super long. Hold right there for me, just breathe. And then unravel again. Hands back under shoulders, bend the opposite leg this time. Lifting up and pressing off the floor. So it's as if I'm pulling you with your shirt, your top, up towards the ceiling and letting your chest really open. Awesome, well done. Release and come on down. Nice. This time you're going to let your legs just frame your mat. So they're a little wider, so it's like they're in a soft V. Again, we're still pressing sit bones into the floor. Inhaling to lift the arms up. We're going to lift and hinge forward from the hips. So reaching forwards, relax your shoulders. And you should feel that lovely release right down the back of your legs here. It should feel really nice after all that strength work that we did. Good, well done. Hold right there. Just take a few breaths here. Enjoy how that feels. And then let's softly release, rolling down onto our backs. Bring the knees in towards the chest. Just give yourself a little hug, gently moving the legs from side to side. Give yourself just a little massage. Now take the legs around in one direction. Do that 4 times in the same direction before we come through center, and reverse that. Just massaging the lower part of the back. And then when you're ready, just give your legs a hug. Drop both of your knees across towards the right side. Open the arms, turn the head and look away from the legs. Breathing, stay right there. That breath finds its place in your belly still. On your next inward breath, bring the legs up through center and just change direction. So keeping those shoulder blades down on the floor should feel really nice. Let's gather the knees in towards the chest. Coming into happy baby. Hands on the soles of the feet, either on the inside or the outside edge of the feet. Draw the knees down towards the armpits. You can gently rock from side to side if that feels good. Stay there. Make sure that tailbone is glued down to the floor. This is a really nice release for your hamstrings, which have worked so hard today. Well done. And then when you're ready, just gather your knees in. Perfect, well done. Gently releasing side to side. Pop feet down to the floor, coming into butterfly. So soles of the feet together, the knees are going to fall out to the side. Bringing the hands up and overhead. We're bringing hands to opposite elbows. So let the shoulders release away from the ears. Tummy is in. Feel that really nice release for your hips. Feel that breath just come and go. Feeling the breath deep in your belly. Softly release. Coming into Shavasana, let the legs lengthen away from you. Let the arms just rest by your side. Shoulders release from here. Let's come into relaxation. So that the shoulders release and just get comfortable. If you wanted to put a cushion underneath your head, feel free to do so. And we're just going to hold it here. Got a little bit of music for you today. So get yourself really comfortable. And just float your eyes shut if you haven't done so already. Shoulders are going to release down away from your ears. So you create some more length down your neck. Of the head pressing into the mat, eyes are heavy in their sockets, jaw is unclenched. As you let your arms just hang from the shoulders, make sure your fingers are soft. Feeling your spine lengthen along the floor. And then just take note of your hips being open and of your legs just hanging away from them. Your feet flop to the sides. And imagine your body is making its imprint in the mat below you. Just be at one with your breath. Let your breath just come and go. Breathing in through your nose, out through your mouth. And if you start to have any other little thoughts coming into your head, just acknowledge that they're there, but let them just go. Bring your focus back to being present with your breath. If it feels good, begin to bring a little bit of movement into your fingers and your toes. Maybe shrug your shoulders up towards your ears. Release them down. And then gather your knees into your chest. Give yourself a gentle hug. Well done. Rolling over onto your right side so you're lying away from your heart. Float the eyes back open. Before you push yourself up and come to a comfortable position to face front. Take your time. Well done, welcome back. Just relax the shoulders. Bring your chin down to your chest. Feel that lovely extension right down the back of your neck. Lift the head, relax the shoulders. Arms rise, breathe in. Bring hands down to your heart. Namaste. Well done. Good job. Well done. Perfect work. You're welcome.